Homelessness because of pressures in the private rental sector has increased in England over the last 3 years. And as a whole, there's been an 18% rise in the number of households receiving council support because of a no-fault eviction. Well, our analysis of data from the government shows a need for that help has risen most in the North East. That's by 88%. In fact, there's been an increase in nearly all regions except for the West Midlands. Our correspondent Adele Robinson reports on the findings.
Well, we're on Saturday and it's the last day before we're officially homeless tomorrow. I've lost words.
This is a story about Sally and Ollie, a family falling through the cracks.
So it's Sunday morning and been quite a few tears and I'm just waiting for my taxi now and I'll come back on in a bit when I'm at the hotel. And me and Ollie have now got to stay because we're classed as homeless.
Like thousands of others forced into temporary accommodation after being evicted from their private rental.
Well, I'm now sat outside the hotel. Oliver's been really good. I'm making it into a little journey for him. And inside my heart's breaking for him and for myself.
A Sky News investigations found local authorities are spending more on temporary accommodation for those made homeless like Sally every year. Figures from almost 2/3 of councils show if trends continue, well over £600 million will be spent in this financial year, more than £100 million extra, nearly a quarter above pre-COVID levels. Outside of London, it will be a rise in spend of 55%.
What we're seeing happen all around us is part of a wider systemic issue. Unaffordable housing means more people are renting privately. Rents are higher than ever because of a supply issue, partly. And crucially, social housing has been sold off faster than it's been replaced, which means the squeezed private rental sector has become a substitute for social housing.
How many do you want? I'll do two.
If Sally had been in social housing, her local council would never have had to spend money on her temporary accommodation, a costly system described as a national scandal.
It's also economically illiterate and dysfunctional that we're throwing ever-increasing amounts of money to pay for that, rather than dealing with the problem at source and building the social and affordable housing that the country so desperately needs.
The government say their Affordable Homes programme will help deliver more houses and are giving councils more than £300 million to help prevent homelessness.
Yeah.
Finally, somewhere to stay after weeks in a hotel.
And what's it like being here now?
Good, because obviously my best mate lives up the street, so I get to see him and I get to play out a bit more now.
A resilient Ollie, but his mother bears the emotional scars of homelessness, another victim of the housing shortage that's costing councils billions.
I don't believe in bank, I don't want fancy things. Just give me a break.
Adele Robinson, Sky News.